Have you ever wondered what it would take to build a tunnel from space to our atmosphere? Today, we're going to explore this fascinating concept, breaking down the ultra-detailed specs and engineering marvels that could make this a reality. Starting with the thrusters, we're looking at variable specific impulse magnetoplasma rockets, or VSIMAR for short. These would be placed every 1 kilometer along the tunnel, fueled by argon gas stored in replaceable canisters, and controlled by an AI with a remote manual override. Complementing these thrusters would be hemispherical resonator gyros, or HRGs. These electronically controlled stabilizers, each with a diameter of 1 meter, would be placed every 5 kilometers and at crucial pivot points along the tunnel. Now, how do we prevent the tunnel from crashing into the Earth? Enter magnetic levitation, or maglev. Using superconducting magnets cooled by liquid nitrogen, a track made of conductive but durable alloy would help keep the tunnel afloat. To further secure the tunnel, a tether system made of boron nitride nanotube, stronger than carbon nanotubes, would be used. These would be anchored deep into the Earth's bedrock and have a tensile strength of approximately 100 gigapascals. Of course, we can't forget about the balloon support. Made of reinforced mylar and filled with hydrogen, these would have AI-controlled inflation and deflation systems to ensure the right balance is maintained. To keep the tunnel cool, phase-change material capsules along hot zones would be activated. These would use liquid helium as a coolant, which can operate down to 4 Kelvin. Powering all of this would be high-efficiency gallium arsenide solar cells, with a radioisotope thermoelectric generator as a secondary source. And for backup, we'd have high-capacity graphene-based supercapacitors. And to ensure everything runs smoothly, we'd have a quantum computer with neuromorphic architecture for real-time analytics, predictive maintenance, and contingency planning. This would be secured with a 256-bit encryption and biometric access. Now, let's visualize how all this comes together in the engineering layout. The base station would be anchored into Earth's crust, housing the primary power source, thruster control, and AI hub. The lower part of the tunnel would be dominated by the maglev system for quick transport to the upper reaches. As we move up, we transition from maglev to thruster-based stabilization with major gyroscopic hubs placed. The upper part of the tunnel, primarily thruster-stabilized, would contain docking stations for space vehicles. At the apex, we'd have the final thruster and gyroscopic stabilization units, along with a small space station for emergency purposes and research. The outer layer of the tunnel would consist of solar cells and cooling systems, while the internal layers would house redundant electrical and data cables, as well as fuel lines for thrusters. So there you have it, an overview of what it might take to construct a tunnel from space to our atmosphere. It's a concept that pushes the boundaries of our current understanding and capabilities, but isn't that what makes science and engineering so exciting?